It's the nightcap to a big Christmas day full of football. The Ravens and the Niners. Off we go from Santa Clara. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First play, and Purdy wants to throw it. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire at and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the Ravens' 38-yard line.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Purdy to throw it on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. The Niners had 8-6 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. That made it going to be tough to beat this one.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
Ready.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
The ball carrier
This defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. Right now, they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Purdy completes this one here to McCaffrey. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. McCaffrey running up the middle. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We're scoreless after 1. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
McCaffrey is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Purdy now to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd down and 3.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Here's Cunningham. He's got a man, complete. Look at the big man rumble. Mark Andrews, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0.
49ers nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
This is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. To about the 40-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. Now Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Ready.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Again, it's Henry. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 4th down, Cunningham. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as he gets a little more than he needed. 4 yards to pick up there on 4th and 2.
Come on. Set. Lions.
Cunningham looking to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Mustang 19.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here we go.
2nd and 10.
Dragon 60.
Now Cunningham. And this one too low.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Cunningham. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. But they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And Purdy finds a way to move the chains. He slides to a stop, and he's got the first down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now on first down, it's Purdy. His throw incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Purdy. This one caught by Kittle. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. Back to throw, Purdy. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Now a first down throw, Cunningham. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. It got his man complete. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 47 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Cunningham to throw. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Cunningham. And it's complete to Mitchell. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making play.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0.
Ravens 17, 49ers nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off.